Hello and welcome back to another video with the Mualani. The second half of the season of TFT Fates came out last week. I haven't done any games outside of the videos until today. I did one game, I was trying to do a video, and my trackpad quit working. So that video I wound up trashing, but wound up having a lot of fun doing, I had a fortune build. Which is my absolute favorite build, and I actually got lucky and got it to work, so had a lot of fun. Anyway, this is just how the videos are just my thoughts and my process on how I'm learning the new season. It's how I learned TFT in the first place, uh, and my thoughts were it might help other newer players if they're struggling or feeling overwhelmed trying to get into TFT. Uh, this is how I narrowed my focus so I could learn it. Now you'll notice there's a whole bunch of different guys. Some of them were 1-star, some of them were 3-star. I'm just a 1-star. I've got the Bubblegum Dango here, but the 3-stars kind of glow, and you'll see they've got the special effects. So the needlessly large rods are absolutely the most prominent. If you're able to get a needlessly large rod off of a carousel, do it. That was that. It looks like a pink kind of circle. It is definitely uh, that and recurve bows. Everybody seems to be going for the Rage Blades because Kale is kind of a monster again. Alright, so if you're new to TFT, if you look at the top here, it says 1-2, and it's got a timer. So this is where it shows your rounds. This is round 1-2, and now we've got 1-3. So it's the same in every match. Give me a sec here to just get somebody. Let's see. Oh, perfect. We'll just grab everybody. Alright, it's going to be the same every match, where these first three you get these NPCs. They drop the loot orbs. That's what I collected. You can just move your little legend here over the loot orb. That's how you can collect it. The loot orbs can contain heroes, like I just got a hero out of that one. They can also contain items. And you're guaranteed to get loot orbs off the NPC rounds, and the first three are NPC rounds. Alright. I think we'll grab him. I'm just kind of grabbing random things out of the shop. The shop is down here at the bottom. There's 5 different spaces, as you can see. At the end of every round, they change automatically unless you hit this lock button. If you lock it, then it will keep the cards that you have. Now, the bottom right, you'll notice there's a gold cost. The kind of gray ones cost 1 gold. The green ones cost 2 gold. And you'll notice there's blue, purple, and yellow. And this tells you kind of your percentage of getting what cards. And this bar right here that's right above the shop, that's where I'm pointing. Excuse me. It tells you kind of your percentage of getting what cards, and that's based on your level, which is over here on the left. Now, under your level, you'll see buy experience. It costs 4 gold. Typically, I tend to wait until kind of the end of, and I'll explain this top bar in just a second, but I tend to wait. I tend to save up for 50 gold really before I start buying experience. And then if you refresh, it'll refresh the cards that are in the shop here. And these cards are from a pool that everybody shares. All right, so after those initial 3 rounds, We have they'll all be like this where they've got 7 rounds. This is round 2-2, and they keep going on up through like games. I think will rarely go to 7 um, if you're in first and second. Uh, but anyway, so these double swords here, those are the PvP rounds where you play against other players. And then you've got this kind of round circle cog thing in the middle. That's the carousel, like what we had at the beginning, where you get to choose a champion, and those champions have items on them. Then you get 2 more PvP rounds with the cross swords, and then you get another NPC round at the end. Now, the NPC rounds at the end, you can scroll over them to see what the NPCs are, and the NPCs, I'll kind of explain them as we get there, but they're not going to be as easy as the ones in the beginning. All right. So, oh, yeah, we'll get him in there. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing here in a sec. All right, now there is a mechanic. You'll notice that one of my champions and one of his champions, they have that pink circle under them. I've also got something pink here on the left. That's the mechanic of this season. It carried over from the first half of the season. So you can get a chosen champion, and you buy them from the shop. They're a 2-star, and they have +1 to a specific trait. In this case, my +1 was to the spirit trait. Mystic, I think I'll grab. And I'll explain the 2-star thing here in a sec after we get out of the carousel. Let me go look at what items I have. Okay. Now, if you're new to TFT and you're not really familiar with the items, I recommend that you go for the crit gloves, which if you look here top left, the hero destroyer, he's got a champ that has the crit glove above him. That's what it looks like. So if you grab 2 of those and you combine them on one champ, it will give them two temporary items at the beginning of the round. So it basically fills up their item slots every round, and they're random items. Um, but then you don't have to worry about learning the items as well. So it's just kind of a stopgap, just while you're learning. And sometimes I like to put that on certain champs, because the double crit gloves, it gives you 20% chance or crit chance and also 20% dodge chance. So it can be kind of nice on kind of a more of a tanky guy or somebody that you want to survive a little bit longer, to give him that extra dodge. That's kind of a tactic. Okay. All right. Now, typically what I do is I will focus on one champion and learn them. And since our chosen champion with the extra um, +1 to spirit there is Diana, I'm going to initially start with Diana. So she shields herself against... so I'm going to wait for this round to end here. The timer, you can see the timer at the top. And we're going to go back to another menu, and kind of in between menus that disappears. So that's why I'm waiting. Alright, so you can see when you right click, that right clicking is what brings this menu up. You can see there are 2 traits there. You can see her gold cost is 3. It's because she's a 2-star. When you buy them out of the shop, the chosens, they are 2-star. What that means is if I were to buy 3 of this Elise, she would upgrade to a 2-star from a 1-star to a 2-star. So that's what it takes. And then to upgrade from a 2-star to a 3-star, you need 3 2-stars. So it takes 9 in total to get a 3-star or a gold. And now I'll show you. So this Twisted Fate here, he's got this purple triangle on the left, or not purple, silver triangle on the left. He's a 2-star. Whereas this Nautilus, he's got this kind of more bronze, much smaller triangle to the left of his health bar. Those are the 1-stars. So there's a really easy visual. The 2-stars, Also, they physically look different than their 1 stars that are like on the back line. All right. So she is assassin, so we need to get an assassin. Alright, so what I typically do is I choose one to focus on and I try to give them both traits. So now she gives herself spirit, and then I just got another assassin, so she also gets assassin. You can see your traits over here on the left. These are the traits that are actually physically on the board. The ones that are grayed out, you'll notice like the divine, it says 1 out of 2. It means I don't have enough divine to fill that spot. Ooh. So assassins are... There are 6 assassins. Or I can go for an extra. We've got 2 spatulas, which is kind of a cool thing. Now I could, maybe I should do that. Nico does what? I'll explain what I'm thinking here in just a sec. I'm just looking at it. You know what? I think we're doing it. We're going to turn Nico into an assassin. Alright. So what I'm looking at is if you scroll over your traits here on the left, you can see it'll show you what the bonuses are, and at the bottom it'll show you what the champions are that have that trait. Now, you'll also notice as I've scrolled over the assassin on the left, they highlight with the on the board and on my back line, they highlight which ones are the assassins. Now, because I made Nico an assassin, that's why she's highlighted as an assassin, but she's not showing up on the left. Is actually having her. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of you. The reason why I created an assassin is so that I can have 6 assassins. There's only 5 naturally. To get that 6-piece bonus, which is currently grayed out. So assassins, what they do is at the beginning of combat, they leap to the back line. They gain bonus critical strike damage and chance, and their spells can critically strike. Right now I only have the 2-piece bonus, which is showed in white. Once I have 4, I'm at 3 right now. Once I'm at 4, I'll get the middle one that says 4. Once I'm at 6, I'll get the bottom one that says 6. Alright. So if I'm going to have 6 assassins plus 3 more spirit, or 2 more spirit, 6, so that'll give me 8. So I'm not really going to have much room for a front line. But I know exactly who my front line is going to be. Shyvana is a bit of a powerhouse. She's really popular, and she does a lot of damage. Alright. I'm not really going to explain the items this go around. kind of explaining the rest of the shop. Alright. You know what? I think I want Kindred over. I don't need to actually grab all 4 Spirit, because I get +1 to the Spirit trait, so I'm just going to grab 3 Spirits. And I'm not going to keep her. No idea if this is going to work out, but we're giving it a try. Alright, so now that I'm up at 50 gold, the reason why I like to get up to 50 gold before I start doing much with the buy experience or refresh is I'm going to scroll over the gold here. And you'll see kind of where you get the gold each round. The passive income everybody gets. The interest is what I got for 50 gold. You get 1 interest per 10 gold that you have. It's indicated here on the left. So I'm at 50 gold, so I'm getting the max interest of 5. You can also see it your opponent. Like, he's also at 50 gold. So I'm getting that experience. I'm going to do a little re-rolling now to try to get some 2 stars on the board there. I also like to get up to level 6 before I do much re-rolling, just so that I have a chance of getting a higher chance at getting some of the greens and the blues, and not just the whites. Alright, so since we're centering on Diana, she shields herself against... So I'm reading... So they all have spells. They also all have 3 spaces for items here. And these are just half items that are on the left. If you combine them, they turn into full items and just take up 1 slot. So her spell, when she gets up to 70 mana, she casts it. She shields herself against 390 damage over 4 seconds and summons 5 orbs to orbit around her. These orbs explode for 130 damage when they hit an enemy, refreshing her shield when the final one explodes. So, as far as our assassins go, I think we're actually going to probably make Talon kind of the carry for the assassins. He's the purple, so he's going to be the one that we put the items on. And very nice. So there's another assassin. What I'm doing is I'm just looking for the keyword assassin at the bottom. I'm also specifically looking for Nico or Spirit as well. Now I could refresh one more time, but if I want to stay above 50 gold, I wouldn't be able to buy anything. Oh. Oh, he's level 7 already with a set. That's gonna be a little brutal. I'm gonna get this item in play. I'm not keeping the Wukong, that's why I'm willing to equip him with stuff. There's the 4-piece spirit. So the spirit, what they do, the first time a spirit casts their spell, all allies gain attack speed. So in this case, because I've got the 4-piece, they gain 40% attack speed. Nice, 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 nice. This is who we wanted as our front line, so this is perfect. We will go ahead and just make Diana a tank. We'll go ahead and add the anti-healing. So the thing that I like about the spirit, why I picked Kindred over Teemo, is Kindred, when he casts a spell, he moves, and so if somebody's on him, he drops aggro. So that's why I grabbed him, because I don't have much of a front line, and my assassins are all going to the back. I didn't want, Teemo to be the front line. So now that I'm level 7, I'm only got a 22% chance of seeing the 1 cost. So odds are I'm not going to get a 3-star on my Diana, and that's okay. She's not my carry, and by carry I mean the one that's doing all the damage. So that really is okay. Now I'm at 4 assassins. I have a 5th one in the back. Actually, I should probably swap him in for... I've got a 1-star assassin on the board. And the one on my back row is a 2-star assassin. I'm not really getting the greatest for assassin items, but, we're giving it a try here. Alright, now Ornn, what he does is he is really special. So he's got this blacksmith, which is unique. It's just one, so he has it by himself, and I'm going to show you here on the left. After each combat he participates in, they will make progress forging an artifact. The higher their star level, the faster they work. Once the artifact is complete, it will become available to just bestow upon an ally. Each ally may only equip 1 artifact. So he gives you basically extra equipment that you can equip on your guys. And I got really lucky and got them really early. So that was amazing. Okay, so I'm going to swap. I'm going to keep my Akali. I just needed to swap her out. Okay, I tell you what. We will go ahead and do that. Alright, there's our first artifact. Alright, let's look at it. Ooh, that's gonna go on Ornn. So what that did, so I right-clicked on Ornn, and I'm gonna look at the artifacts. They have that red border around them, so they're easy to tell which ones are which. So it gives the wearer 25 defense, or 25 armor and 25 magic resist, and also 200 health. And it gives, at the start of combat, all allies adjacent to the wearer gain 40 armor and magic resist for the rest of combat. So it just makes my team more survivable, which is nice because I didn't have much of a front line, so I am taking a lot of damage. Now it says all that are adjacent, so I may actually move him back and actually just put my team around him. So that everybody will get it. Alright. They're still gonna, my assassins are still gonna jump to the front line, so he's still gonna be the one kind of tanking, so to speak, here. Alright, now that I am level 8, I will do a little rerolling, see if I can get the other assassin, because I want to get this item on him. And get him in play. So now that we're in round 5-4, this is the first of the, these are the full items, not the half items anymore. So these are already combined. Yeah, sure, why not? But there sure may have been a better item. Oh well. Alright. The reason why I stuck him right there is I've got Yumi that has this item. One hex to the left and right, she boosts their spell power, and there was nobody there on the left, so I stuck him there. Alright, that's a tanky team right there. You know what, we'll go ahead and stick that on. Kindred is kind of surviving, so we'll go ahead and stick that on Kindred. Seems a waste for it to just sit there. Wow, he had really good itemization. He got so lucky. Ah, there's my Talon. Alright, let's go ahead and read. Where executes enemies below 10% on hit, executioners generate 1 gold. Ah, wow. Uh, go ahead and deck her out. And we're going to get up to 8 and get our final assassin in there. We'll go ahead and give Kindred a little extra attack speed. So now I have the 6-piece assassin. So they get the 100% critical strike damage and 55% critical strike chance. So they're going to be doing a bit more damage. I don't have any 3-stars though. This guy's got a 3-star Shyvana. So that'll be it for me. Alright. Well, if you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up it. And if you enjoy what I'm producing, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and see you next time.